The president has continually tried to oversell himself on the sequestration and the impact thereof. And there's been some controversy develop about the decision to shut down tours of the White House. The president was interviewed about this yesterday, and he simply said, "Oh, that didn't get to the White House.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Not me.
That was all Secret Service." And I happen to notice that Dan Bongino, former Senate candidate, former Secret Service agent, tweeted out on this yesterday. He's been kind enough to quickly get on the phone and talk to us about this. Dan, what is the truth here?
Well, here's the truth, Brian. Not only did, and this is the president's quote, he said this decision never made it up to the White House. Not only did it make it up to the White House, it started in the White House. The conversation was initiated in the White House. The Secret Service did not suggest that these tours be shut down. They wouldn't shut down the White House unless it was for a security purpose. The president is not telling the truth about this.
Well, now the White House afterwards, Jay Carney said, well, the Secret Service said they were going to have to furlough people, and so that's when we said instead of furloughing good agents, let's do this instead. Does that sound a little more kosher?
Yeah, but Larry, that's not what happened. This conversation was initiated and started 100% by the White House. The calculus to shut down the tours was never initiated at all by the Secret Service. Yes, they had to furlough people, but that's not what the president said. The president was clear as day. This decision never made it up to the White House. This is a culture of blame and
is it possible he just didn't know that, or they kept it from him? I mean, that seems like a very bold statement. He made it because I'm assuming somebody told him that was true.
No, that's absolutely not true. This was a decision made to exert maximum pain on the American people. You know, that's our house, Brian. Okay,
yeah,
I
agree with you.
But Dan Bongino, you know this for a fact because of your sources in the Secret Service?
Yes, absolutely. Right. It's not true. They're taking it on the chin for this guy. It is not true.
I'll tell you something. This audio will go places, I believe, from this moment forward,
sure. Yeah, Dan.
And this conversation will continue.
All right, thanks, Dan.
Dan Bongino, former Senate candidate in Maryland, and more importantly in this context, former Secret Service agent, joining us this morning. Thank you, sir.